May Elohim bless you guys. On September 1st of 2020, I had a dream that I want to share with you guys. And I'm going to try my best to be as clear and as detailed as possible. Please keep in mind that this dream was very choppy. It was in pieces. I will share with you what I can remember. But on September 1st of 2020, I had a supernatural experience / dream, because this dream is very difficult to explain. And this is in regards to the 144,000, and in regards to training day, in regards to transformation. On September 1st, I had a dream where I found myself, or at least where I can remember, because the dream that I had, I know that it was longer because I remember images, but they're haze. It's like they have been blurred out. But what is clear to me was that in this dream, when I appeared underneath what looked like a table, and underneath the table I saw tiny little diamonds everywhere. It's kind of just scattered, kind of like if someone just threw diamonds on the floor. And when I saw these little tiny diamonds, I remember that the dream felt very surreal. Like I could feel that there's something was off in this dream, of a sense of, where am I? What am I doing here? Like trying to figure out what was going on, because I could sense like a change or some sort of force of some kind, but I couldn't understand. I was not afraid. I was just trying to figure out what's going on, kind of thing. When I look at the little diamonds, I remember seeing what looked to be like my sister's body on the floor. I do not know if she was asleep or the other way. But in that moment that I saw her there, I didn't go to check to see what was happening with her. I didn't feel any fear or worried or anything. It was just like, I was think of it like neutral. There was nothing concerning about what's happening in this situation, because the dream just feels very surreal. And I grab a little diamond, and for some reason I don't know why I decided to put the diamond in between my forehead, because this tiny little diamond that was flat, it acted like an amplifier, like it amplified my hearing to hear the Father. And when it was able to hear the Father much more clear, all of a sudden I hear the Father's voice, and I hear the message saying, get closer, transformation will happen at noon. And I hear more words, more sayings are happening in between all this. And I hear the repetition of the message, get closer, transformation will happen. But then I hear noon. When I kept hearing the word noon, what came in that split moment was Amos, darkness. That also came to mind, the 3 days of darkness, because somehow when I heard that time frame, noon, it brought me to, for some reason, that verse of darkness will come upon the earth, the whole earth, Now in this moment, but keep in mind that the message was much longer, and the only pieces that I remember was to get closer to the Father, to get closer to Him. Transformation was going to happen. And it seemed, when I heard it, it was in the sense of a way of it's going to happen like ASAP type of thing. It wasn't like it's going to happen soon, like down the line. No, like get closer, like now, like get closer to me, because transformation is going to happen soon, And then I heard something at noon. And when I heard these words, it really penetrated me. Like I felt the like I gotta get closer, because I know that the voice that I am hearing is the Father, and He's telling me, get closer to me, for the transformation is nigh. The 144,000, they will be leaving soon. In this moment, as I'm in this particular moment, there's more stuff happening that I cannot remember. I can sense that there was more of a time going, but I can't remember what happened during that moment. Then I come into this moment of a supernatural whirlwind. A whirlwind wind literally picks me up, and I felt like I was lifted off immediately. Like, think of one moment you're on the floor, right? Because that's where I was, where I can remember. And in this moment where I'm trying to grasp the message and I'm trying to get closer, I'm trying to kind of like, okay, I got to get closer. I'm trying to listen to the message, listen to the voice. In that moment of that, grasping all that, suddenly, like literally, like it was like, think of like all of a sudden a wind just picks you up so quickly, like out of the blue. You're one moment sitting there and suddenly this whirlwind comes. It felt like that. One moment I was just there trying to understand and listen as clear as I can to the message. And immediately this whirlwind of a wind just lifts me up and picks me up. Suddenly it was so quick, and I felt my spirit and my body. I felt like everything was, it's like I felt everything at the same time, but at the same time I felt every single cell of my body like I was in a different element, in a different body. Something was happening to my body while I was in this whirlwind that was lifted me off. I could not tell if I was here or there. I felt like I was not, like if I was out of time. If I was out of time, because I could not tell if I was in the physical where we feel this world, how it feels, or if I was over there in the other side. I literally, it felt like while I was in this whirlwind, and in this whirlwind I could feel wind. I felt like a wind rolling. Think of it going in circles, going in circular motion. And I felt this sensation over my body, like this think of it like if you have if you can feel every single cell moving in your body, every single element, everything that somehow makes you. It felt like I'm trying to express that feeling, because while I was in this whirlwind, and I was going through changes, I could feel the changes in my body. I was there for quite some time, and while I was in there, I could feel so much in my hands. I felt my hands feeling like it was not, I wouldn't describe it tingly. It was beyond tingly. It felt like like, how can I describe it? But like it's like if particles, like if I broke down into particles. Think of feeling your body like if it suddenly broke down into tiny particles and you're being put back together. But you're being put back together in a different way. It didn't hurt. It didn't anything. It just felt like I could feel that I was being changed and transformed into something. So while I was still in this whirlwind, I remember that I had my eyes closed. I did not have my eyes open. I remember that as I was having my eyes closed, I was just there swirling, and feeling this vibrations of some sort, of some element of some kind that I never felt here on earth ever. And while this was happening, I just let myself kind of like, I was not fighting it. I was not fighting it at all. I was just like, I just kind of just let loose in a way, just because I said, I'm transforming. This is the transformation of the 144,000. Like, I knew that, I understood that I was being changed and transformed. And while I was there for quite some time, which it felt like it was forever, but it probably wasn't. But for me in that moment, it felt like I was there for a while. All of a sudden, I had just appeared. Again, don't know where, if I was here nor there. I was at a training place, and in this training place I saw many other people just like me, and there was like an assembly of some kind. And in this assembly, I remember that there was demonstration of things that we were going to face. And I remember just seeing this creature that looked human but had this demonic features on their body. And I saw people walking among these creatures and everything, and I could see demonic things and humans, and it was all clear. It was just like all clear. I remember there was a moment of like a practice battle, in a sense, of some kind. I remember that I was struggling with hearing. I remember that I was trying to listen, but as much as I tried to listen, it always felt kind of like if there was an interference, because every so often I will get a word and I will receive the word, but every so often it will be missing pieces of the word, if that makes any sense. And I remember that I was looking at the assembly, and I remember that there were these people, like these soldiers in green uniforms of some kind. And I remember that the assembly looked like if it was like a screen of some kind. And I remember that these soldiers, there was like 4 of them, came after us. And I remember that we needed to go after them, and it was like an attack, us against them type of thing, or they against. It was like weird. It was like there was like evil against, darkness against light. And as I saw that, there was a moment that when I saw suddenly these 4 guys drop dead on the floor, there was one of the 4 guys looked like he was still alive. And I remember that when I got close, my thought came as I started thinking, does this person still have a chance to be saved? And I remember just looking to see if I saw the mark of the beast. I remember that I was looking for that mark in the hand, and I was looking for the mark anywhere in the body. Like I was looking for a mark in their forehead, a mark in the hands. And I remember that I was, as I was searching for that mark, and I couldn't find it, I remember just saying to myself, does this person have a chance to be saved? And I remember that I felt compelled, because I just remember that, again, the feeling of wanting to help and bring as many as I could into the harvest. And I just remember seeing this person on the floor, almost close to death, and I just remember saying, does this person have a chance? It felt so real, guys, because when I saw that person there, this person looked at me straight in the eye. And as they looked at me with this, I don't know, this way. And I got compelled, because I said to myself, can this person still be savable, And I remember that as that person looked at me in the eye, I tried to not get so compelled, in a sense, because this was a whole different atmosphere. And I just remember looking for a mark of the beast, because I knew that in this environment it was like the tribulation environment where you saw everything was just out in the open. There was nothing hidden anymore. And I just remember that when that little incident happened, I remember that I came back to here, I woke up in my bed. But the strangest thing, guys, was that when I woke up in my bed, I felt this sensation in my hand still, to the point that I looked at my hand and I said, did it happen? Like it was so like, felt so real that I looked at my hand and I'm like, okay, I'm here. So I just saw what is about to come. I just had a glimpse of what is about to come. And I knew that the 144,000 will leave like at any moment. They are going to leave at any moment, and they're going to go to a transformation, and they are going to go to training. And this is all I can remember from this dream. Again, guys, this dream was much longer. I remember pieces, and there's so many other pieces, but they have been blurred out. And I know it's all for a purpose. This is all I can remember, and it's very encouraging because it's in regards to the 144,000 and regarding to them, like the Father is saying, get closer to me now. Get closer, get closer, get closer. The transformation will soon come, and pretty much they're going to train. We are leaving soon into a place of training. And again, this dream, it didn't feel like when it said, get closer, when the Father was saying, get closer to me, and talking about the transformation, and then me appearing in the training area, it did not feel like something that's going to be for a long, down the line. It felt like this is happening like at any moment right now. And I wanted to share this because the video that I posted previous, when I shared the message, and at the end of the message was in regards to the remnants, the training day, that they will be basically going to training day. The training day is coming. This dream that I had right on September 1st, I had this dream where I was picked up so quickly by a whirlwind, and in this whirlwind of a wind, I felt like the supernatural experience of some kind that I cannot explain in any language, of any words, of explaining something like this, because it does not exist upon this world. And I just know that it was suddenly, that's all I'm going to say. It was suddenly. One moment I was here, the next moment I was in a whole different element of out of time, which what it felt to me. It felt like if I was out of time. And when I was in the training place, again, did not know where I was. I never seen something like that. But I wanted to share with you guys, to encourage you guys, for many things are unfolding so quickly, and we are literally living revelation. We are literally living revelation right now, and this is the moment to get closer to the Father as much as possible, as much as we can, and wearing the armor of Elohim, every day. Again, this is the battle of victory. This is a battle of victory, my friends. May Elohim bless you. May Elohim bless you.